Welcome. Today we're doing a demonstration on geotechnical engineering. We are going to build a retaining wall in this box down here using this fabric. You can see it's just a geotextile fabric, the same kind of fabric you'd use in your garden at home to prevent weeds from growing up. And we can use this in geotechnical engineering to actually build a mechanically stabilized earth wall. And this is what we're going to do. So the black here is this geotextile, and the red represents sand, and the green is a cross section through the box down here. And we're going to first lay in our layer of our geotextile, and we'll start to put some sand in, and we'll fold it over, and then we'll build up another layer, another layer, another layer. And what happens is the sand, the weight of the sand creates some frictional resistance on the fabric so it can't pull out. And we actually can build up quite a high wall, and I'm going to try to stand on it. Let's see what happens. At the beginning of the construction, we need to put a barrier in the front of our box here. That way, as we construct it, it won't collapse on us. As we get started here, I'll put this down inside. I'll have a bit of overlap on the edges here so that we don't get any leaking of the sand out from the edge there, okay? So here we go. We'll just make sure we have a good amount of layer of the fabric down on the bottom in order to create a good seal. One more scoop. Okay, now I'm going to fold that layer down. That creates that first layer, and I'll put a second and I'll overlap again. So this one will rest on top of the previous layer, and we'll repeat the process, building it up, and we'll see how high we can get it. All right, so there we have it. We've constructed 5 layers, overlapping geotextile, fill in the layer with sand, one over top of the other. That geotextile should work as a barrier to prevent the sand from leaking out the front, and the weight and the frictional resistance will prevent the barrier or the geotextile from sliding out. It should weigh under its own weight. It should stand, and even it should stand up with my weight on it. Let's check it out. Here we go. There we have it. Okay, the little bit of sand leaking just from the top layer and maybe a little bit on the side where it spilled over. But there we have it, a wall built out of geotextile and sand, a mechanically stabilized earth retaining wall. And we can use this in real geotechnical projects to build retaining walls in and around our buildings or our infrastructure, wherever it may be. So this is a great example of how we can make a simple retaining wall using the earth that we have around, as well as some geotextile. And let's do the weight test. Let's see if it'll hold me up. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we did it. You can try this at home. Just remember, you can get the geotextile from any Home Depot or Rona or building supply store. It's just the fabric that you use to prevent weeds from growing up. Now, if you're going to do a real engineering project, you're going to get real geotextile from a geotextile supplier, but you can build a very nice wall, and it even hold my weight up. Great job, everyone. Take care.